A dozen Covenant superior battleships against a single Halcyon-class cruiser. Air support is cut off, Captain. We need to hold here until she can move in. Activating final countdown timer. When it reaches 0, the engines will detonate. The explosion will generate a temperature of almost 100 million degrees. Don't be here when it blows. Alert! A Covenant is making a run for that stationary gun. Take him out! According to my analysis of the available data, I believe the best course of action is somewhat risky. An explosion of sufficient size will help destabilize the ring and will cut through a number of primary systems. We need to trigger a detonation on a large scale, however. A starship's fusion reactors going critical would do the job. Alert! The monitor has disabled all command access. We can't restart the countdown. The only remaining option is to detonate the ship's fusion reactors. That should do enough damage to destroy Halo. Analyzing. We have 7 minutes before the fusion drives detonate. We need to evac now! Analyzing. We have 6 minutes before the fusion drives detonate. We need to evac now! Analyzing. We have 5 minutes before the fusion drives detonate. We need to evac now! Alert! Our RV point with Foehammer is further towards the ship's bow than our current position. Use a warthog to reach the extraction point or we'll never make it in time. At last! Are you all right? Can you move? Area secure. Captain? Captain? I've lost him. So you did miss me. Shut the system down so the Covenant won't be able to lock us out. Survivors detected. Marines are concealed in those rocks. So, if we damage or destroy these generators, the monitor will need to repair them before Halo can be used. That should buy us some time. The bridge. We made it. Let's get to work. The Covenant are putting up a real fight. The cartographer must be here. The Covenant network is absolute chaos. From what I've been able to piece together, their leadership ordered all ships to abandon Halo when they found the flood, but they were too late. The Covenant BattleNet is a mess. I can't access the ship's schematics. My records indicate that a shuttle bay should be here. The Covenant presence here is stronger than I anticipated. They seem to have the entire region secured. There's so many I can't track them all. There's no time. Get out of here, find keys, stop him. They're already inside. We have to get in there and stop them before they learn the location of the control center. There's some Marines hiding in the hills above the structure. They're all dead. We didn't save them. Those Marines could use some help, Chief. Do what you do best. This looks like the ship's command center. The captain's transponder signal is strong. We must be close. Trust me, it's deep enough to cushion our fall. Warning, threat level increasing. Warning, threat level increasing. That jump into the coolant is looking better all the time, Chief. Trust me, it's deep enough to cushion our fall. Wait, stop! This is where Foehammer is coming to pick us up. Hold position here. We couldn't save them. I recommend that we stay near the beacon and wait for extraction. We must be in the brig. These look like holding cells. We're cutting it close! What the hell are you doing? We should make sure the area is clear of Covenant stragglers. We should head back to the shuttle bay and call for evac. We shouldn't just leave them there. What are you doing? We have to stay with the Marines. Where are you going? We can't abandon those Marines. We need to stay near the RV point until Foehammer arrives. You sure that's a good idea? You sure you wouldn't rather take a seat? You have no idea how this ring works, do you? Why the Forerunners built it? Halo doesn't kill Flood. It kills their food. Let's hurry and find the final lifeboat so we can link up with the rest of the survivors. Let's get out of here and find another way back aboard the ship. Keep your head down. There's 2 of us in here now, remember? I'm going to call for reinforcements. There's no sense going in with anything less than full strength. I'll call in a dropship to pick them up. If those lifeboats make it down, the Covenant are going to be right on top of them. I haven't located the crash site yet, but we need to buy some time in case the Monitor or his Sentinels find a way to activate Halo's final weapon without the index. I can read the Captain's CNI transponder. He's in the control room. But I'm not detecting any human life signs. I recommend moving into those hills. If we're lucky, the Covenant will believe that everyone aboard this lifeboat died in the crash. Everyone, sir? Don't worry, I have access to all of the reactor schematics and procedures. I'll walk you through it. Echo 419! She's gone. Calculating alternate escape route. Ship's inventory shows 1 longsword fighter is still docked in Launch Bay 7. If we move now, we can make it. Final target neutralized. Let's get out of here. Chief, get me out of this terminal! Captain, the cannon was my last offensive option. Halo, It's finished. Fancy a look? He stopped the self-destruct sequence. Interesting. The weather patterns here seem natural, not artificial. I wonder if the ring's environment systems are malfunctioning, or if the designers wanted the installation to have inclement weather. If I still had fingers, they'd be crossed. Left out that little detail, did he? I've located the final lifeboat. I'll give you a nav point to the beacon. There. That should give us enough time to make it to a lifeboat and put some distance between ourselves and Halo before the detonation. The last lifeboat is near the cliff edge. The last lifeboat is in the mountains near a rock slide. The last lifeboat is near the head of the river. The island has multiple structures and installations. One of them contains the map room. There's our ride. Get aboard and let's get out of here. This isn't the map room. Analyzing. This is a security override station for the main facility, located somewhere else on this island. There, in the cliff wall. I'll bet the silent cartographer is somewhere inside that facility. There. That holo panel should activate the map. There must be some mechanism to cross this chasm. Look for a control panel or switch. There are probably multiple detention stations. The captain must be in one of them. We need to keep looking for him. Oh, hell. No survivors, Master Chief. No human life signs detected. The captain... he's one of them! Not much. A well-placed grenade, perhaps, but why... The tunnel door is locked. We need to find the door's controls and open it. There's one last lifeboat. Quickly, get aboard before it launches! The Truth and Reconciliation touched down on a desert plateau roughly 300 kilometers upspin. The second pulse generator is located in the adjacent canyon. Move out and I'll mark the target with a nav point when we get closer. There's new traffic on the Covenant battle network. A lot more crew made it off the Autumn than I had predicted. The captain really gave them hell. If we can find Captain Keyes and the other survivors, we have a chance to coordinate an effective resistance. We're too close. We need to find another route. Until we decelerated, no one could have missed the hole we tore in subspace. Wait. That's the locked door down there. The Marines are waiting on the other side. The controls to open it must be somewhere in this room. They've locked the doors, and we don't have enough firepower to get through them. They're right on top of us. Let's find another way through. Use an explosive. I recommend a grenade or rocket. If you run out of explosives, there is an armory station located near the engine room's entrance. Those Covenant fools, they must have known. There must have been signs. They were waiting for us on the far side of the planet. Transfer me back to your suit. We need to go. We didn't rescue any of the Marines. 100% casualties. We need that Warthog if we want to get to the other lifeboats in time. We need to find the security override to get this door open. Warning, blast doors closing. We don't have much time. We should move outside and signal for evac. Accessing schematics. There's a service lift at the top of the engine room. It leads to a Class 7 service corridor that runs along the ship's dorsal structure. Hurry! We can't make it on foot. We need a vehicle. Warning, we should evacuate the area before Covenant forces arrive. We need to find the other 2 lifeboats. We can't leave yet. We need to wait for the dropship. We need a catalyst explosion to destabilize the magnetic containment field surrounding the fusion cells. We read you, Echo 419. We have survivors and need immediate dust-off. We need to get to the bridge. From there, we can use the captain's neural implants to initiate an overload of the ship's fusion engines. The explosion should damage enough systems below it to destroy the ring. We should hurry. They can't hold out much longer. We're not gonna make it! We should head this way, towards the ship's gravity lift. What are you talking about? With those odds, I'm content with 3. You did that on purpose, didn't you? We'll be in a tight spot if we don't get out of here before additional reinforcements arrive. Let's find that map. We should wait here for the dropship. While you do what, go down with the ship? Well, there's the entrance to the security substation, but it looks like we'll have to look for another way up. With all due respect, sir, this war has enough dead heroes. You don't believe me? Ask him. Look, more lifeboats. They're coming in fast. Let's go find the map room that will show us the location of Halo's control center. I've got a good lock on Captain Keyes' CNI transponder signal. He's alive, and the implants are intact. There's some interference from the cruiser's damaged reactor. I'll bring us in as close as I can. I've hacked into the Covenant battle network. They're actually broadcasting tactical data on unencrypted channels. We should show them who they're dealing with. Master Chief, I'm going to use your suit's transcom system to monitor their chatter. Keep it up. Only one more fusion reactor to go. Make that 4 kills. I've located the Pillar of Autumn. She put down 1,200 kilometers upspin. Energy readings show her fusion reactors are still powered up. I've spent the last 12 hours cooped up in here watching you toady about, helping that thing get set to slit our throats. He's in my data arrays, a local tap. He's delirious, in pain, we have to find him. He must be trying to take the core offline. Even if I could get the countdown restarted, I don't know what to do. I think we both know the answer to that. I didn't think there were any human forces left on this part of the ring. Engine room located. We're here. Activating motion tracker. Let's find a safe exit. Chief, Bravo 22 was bringing us some heavy weapons. After I saw we were up against hunters, I thought you could use them. But I've isolated approach signatures for multiple CCS-class battle groups. Make it 3 capital ships per group. And in about 90 seconds, they'll be all over us. Chief, I'm picking up movement. Chief, we need to get to the engine room. That's the only other place where the monitor can override the self-destruct sequence. Chief, we need to jump now! I'm detecting Covenant movement outside the access ways. Do what? I have the index. You can just float and sputter. Do you have any idea what that bastard almost made you do? I'm reading thousands of types of flora. The ring's ecosystem is incredibly sophisticated. It looks like there is a path into the interior of the island. I'm going to search what's left of the Covenant BattleNet and see if I can locate the Pillar of Autumn's crash site. If the ship's fusion reactors are still relatively intact, we can use them to destroy Halo. Interesting. The ring supports wildlife. The builders must possess incredible terraforming technology. It doesn't look like they saw us, but we should leave before they spot us. I thought the Covenant had eliminated all the marine forces in this area. It looks like the Covenant wanted to catch you napping. Interesting. A shrine is an unlikely place to put such a significant installation. Let's move down the beach. Keep an eye out for any cargo we can salvage. Let's keep going inside. Looks like another shuttle bay. We should be able to reach the control room from the 3rd level. This cave is not a natural formation. Someone built it, so it must lead somewhere. Lifeboat detected. No sign of survivors. Look, in the corners. The Flood are gathering bodies here. The life pods are launching. We should hurry. Let's make sure there are no Covenant hiding in the area. I've detected Covenant stationary guns near the next pass. I recommend using your sniper rifle to take out the gunners while I call for Marine support. Wait. The Covenant and Flood are attacking each other. I recommend we wait until they've worn each other down. Then we'll only have to deal with the stragglers. Wait. We need to get through that door, but it's been damaged by an explosion. Humans, Covenant, whatever. We are all equally edible. The only way to stop the Flood is to starve them to death. Your architecture isn't much different from the Autumn's. Head through that door. That's the way to the next canyon. He's in engineering. I leave home for a few days and look what happens. This won't take long. Chief, sentinels! Pull up! Pull up! But I'm pretty sure I can pull it from your suit without permanently damaging your shields. Before it's too late! Chief, up ahead there's a gap in the trench. At top speed, we should be able to clear it. Chief, let's see if we can find a way to open this door. Covenant, on the landing above us. Don't let them lock the doors. Good. Step 1 complete. We have a straight shot into the fusion reactor. I need you to upload me into the control systems. The terminal is located next to the main view screen. It's done. I have the code. We should go. Perfect. Grab one of the escort banshees and we'll use it to return to the Pillar of Autumn. Stop! Chief, we need to go the other direction. Stick to the higher ground to the right. We should be able to recon the Covenant position without being spotted. Stop. Motion tracker shows movement around the next bend. Sod off! Sleep well? The crash did more damage than I suspected. Analyzing. Coolant leakage rate is significant. The ship's reactor should already have gone critical. The Flood overwhelmed this cruiser and disabled it. The Covenant are terrified the Flood will repair the ship and use it to escape from Halo. They've sent in a strike team to neutralize the Flood and repair the ship for immediate departure. The machinery in these canyons are Halo's primary firing mechanisms. They consist of 3 phase pulse generators that amplify Halo's signal and allow it to fire deep into space. The power levels are enormous. I can't even begin to calculate the pulse's range. The entrance to the control center is at the top of that pyramid structure. Bring me up there and I should be able to get us inside. The Covenant believe that what they call the silent cartographer is somewhere under this island. The cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's control center. The Captain! His vitals are fading! Please, Chief, hurry! The control room should be this way. The weapons cache he's looking for, it's not really... We can't let him get inside. There's a teleportation grid that runs throughout Halo. That's how the monitor moves about so quickly. Wait, we should commandeer one of those banshees. We'll need it to reach the pulse generator in time. Warning, I've picked up reports that the Covenant has located and secured the Pillar of Autumn's crash site. The good news is the Captain is still alive. The bad news is that the Covenant have captured the entire surviving command crew. Warning, Sentinels are attacking. We can't let the Flood get off this ring. You know what he'd expect. Wait, we haven't destroyed the pulse generator yet. Find a Banshee and fly to the location marked by the nav point. We need to interrupt the pulse generator's energy stream. I've adjusted your shield system so that it will deliver an EMP burst to disrupt the generator, but you'll need to walk into the beam to trigger it. What he'd want us to do. You can't imagine the wealth of information. The knowledge, so much, so fast. It's glorious. The Covenant were right. This ring, it's Forerunner. Give me a second to access. Yes, the Forerunner built this place, what they called a fortress world, in order to... Wait. No, that can't be. Analyzing. Fusion reactor number 1 destabilizing. Use explosives on the other 3 reactors. That should be enough to trigger a wildcat explosion of the engines. Aye, aye, sir. Analyzing. If Halo is a weapon, this entire valley must be the firing mechanism. Analyzing. The door's control mechanism is offline, but it's taken a lot of damage. You should be able to bash it open with the butt of your weapon. Analyzing. Halo's control center is located there. That structure appears to be some sort of temple or shrine, if I've interpreted this correctly. Analyzing damage. This hole was caused by some kind of explosive. Very powerful if it tore through the ship's hull. All I detect down there are pools of coolant. We should continue our search somewhere else. Alert! We need to keep moving. Get back in the Warthog. And that's exactly what Halo is designed to do. Wipe the galaxy clean of all sentient life. At least I still have control over the comm channels. Alert! Covenant dropship inbound. They must be looking for survivors. I recommend immediate evasion. Alert! Covenant forces have secured the Banshees. We'll have to find another way down. Alert! Covenant dropship has detected us. Here they come. Oh, I didn't realize. He's your pal, is he? Your chum? Oh, really? Okay, I'm coming with you. Okay, let's take care of the next pulse generator. Once we get inside the ship, I should be able to lock on to the tracking signal from Captain Key's neural implants. Oh, I see. The coordinate data needs to be... Oh, scanning. Just dust and echoes. We're all that's left. Right. Sorry. That jump into the coolant is looking better all the time, Chief. The Autumn will continue evasive maneuvers until you initiate a landing sequence. That's the pulse generator. The center core is the signal amplifier. That's what we need to shut down. The Covenant found something. Buried in this ring, something horrible, and now they're afraid. The Covenant placed their tanks to defend the entrance to the tunnel. The EMP blast should neutralize the generator, but it will also drain your shields and leave you vulnerable until they recharge. The others... the impact. There's nothing we can do. The damage to the superstructure is extensive. I don't know how much more abuse the Autumn can take. The Captain! We've got to stop the Captain! My analysis indicates that the map room should be at the bottom floor of this facility. Now would be a very good time to leave! We need to go. Right now. That did it! The engine's gone critical. Based on the current rate of decay, we should have 15 minutes to get off the ship. Shut them down. We'll need them later. I disabled the lifeboat signal beacon to throw off Covenant search teams. Other lifeboats probably made it down too. We should search for survivors. I learned how to tap into the grid when I was in the control center. Unfortunately, each jump requires a rather consequential expenditure of energy. I'm reading a lifeboat beacon over the next hill. We should check to see if there are any survivors. I'm marking the location of the nearest pulse generator with a nav point. We need to move in and neutralize the device. I knew it! The Autumn's accelerating. Keys is going in manual. Good. Let's get moving. The nav point marks our target. Objective accomplished. The pulse generator has overloaded. Scanning. The generator's central core is offline. Well done. Okay, let's take care of the next pulse generator. Alert! Shuttle bay door is closed. As for tracking us all the way from Reach, at light speed my maneuvering options were limited. The Covenant are destroying the life pods. They really don't want us on that ring. First, we need to pull back the exhaust couplings. That will expose a shaft that leads to the primary fusion drive core. Get here first. The Covenant ships have always been faster. Get us out of here. Good. That should open the door that leads into the main shaft. I'm detecting taps throughout the ship. Sentinels, most likely. As for the monitor, interesting. I underestimated the Covenant's understanding of Halo subsystems. It must have been one of their boarding parties. I'd guess an antimatter charge. I've already begun. Look, Covenant Banshees. We can use them to fly straight to the control structure. Don't let anyone else touch them. Look out! Look! Maybe they took cover in that structure. Let's check it out. Yank me. More stealth elites on cloaking. Motion tracker shows all clear. Needless to say, I think we should only try this once. Never been better. No! Without the captain, the Covenant have already won. No, that'll take too long. Not that you'll listen, but I'd suggest letting my subroutines handle the final approach. One target remaining. Let's take care of the final pulse generator. Power source detected. There's the gravity lift. It's still operational. That's our way back in. Resistance appears to be increasing. We must be close to the control center. Once we're inside the ship, I can home in on the captain's command neural interface. He'll probably be in or near the ship's brig, which should narrow our search. Our fighters are mopping up the last of their recon picket now, nothing serious. Scanning. Covenant forces in the vicinity have been eliminated. Let's move on to Halo's control center. That tunnel leads to the next section of canyon. The final pulse generator we need to destroy is through there. That terminal, try there. Survivors will probably stick close to their emergency beacons. We need to find where the lifeboats landed. Stop! We need to stay here with the Marines until evac arrives. That's the ship! Move! We need to get aboard now! The damage caused by the crash and the flood have sealed off all nearby access ways to the control room. We should find another way in. The entrance to the control center is located at the top of the pyramid. Let's get up there. The ship was heavily damaged when it crashed. Head to the cryo chamber. We should be able to get to the engine room through there. The systems on the Pillar of Autumn have fail-safes even I can't override without authorization from the captain. We'll need to find him, or his neural implants, to start the fusion core detonation. They're using our lifeboat airlocks to attach their boarding craft. We go out and they come in. Clever bastards. This ring isn't a cudgel, you barbarian. It's something else. Something much more important. This thing is falling apart! Turn around. You're driving the wrong way. Use the holo panel to shut down the security system. We did what we had to do. For Earth. An entire Covenant armada obliterated, and the flood. We had no choice. We have to use the ship's maintenance access ways. Follow the nav point. It will lead you to an opening. We made it. We need to get back to the Pillar of Autumn. Let's go back to the shuttle bay and find a ride. We need to get going, Chief. We need to get off the ship before it's completely overrun by Covenant. We need to get up this ridge. We should be able to get into the ship's control room from here. We should evacuate the area and find other survivors before Covenant search teams arrive. We should now have access to the main facility. Let's find the map room. We should search the interior of those structures before we leave. Where are you going? The dropship is coming here to pick us up. Where are you going? That lifeboat's beacon is our only chance of getting reunited with the rest of the crew. We have to stay with it. You mean this? We need to move up to the second level and use that control to open the shuttle bay door. This is it. Halo's control center.
Cortana to Echo 419. Break off. The door is closed. Stay on station and we'll call in when we get the door open. Cortana to Echo 419. Come in, Echo 419. Cortana to Echo 419. Fohammer, relay the evac order. We weren't able to save any Marines from that lifeboat. Cortana to Echo 419. Fohammer, stand by. We weren't able to rescue anyone here. We'll call in when we need you. Cortana to Echo 419. Request extraction now, on the double! Cortana to Echo 419. Requesting reinforcements at our position. Cortana to Echo 419. Stay on station, Fohammer. We have no survivors for pickup. Cortana to Echo 419. The Chief and I are topside, requesting pickup. Cortana to Echo 419. The shuttle bay door is open. You can start your approach. Cortana to Echo 419. 2 Covenant Banshees are approaching on your 6. Evade. Say again, evade. Cortana to Echo 419. We have the captain and need extraction on the double. Cortana to Foehammer. We need additional support troops. We're going to open the shuttle bay door again, move in and drop off reserve troops on my signal. Foehammer, we need transportation to the command shuttle. Foehammer, we need you to disengage your Warthog. The Master Chief and I are going to see if we can save some soldiers. Negative, negative! We have a Wildcat destabilization of the ship's fusion core. The engines must have sustained more damage than we thought. Negative, team. No evac available at this time. But the Chief and I could use some assistance. Roger, Foehammer. Stand by to evac survivors and transport them to safety. The Covenant did a thorough seismic scan, and my analysis shows that Halo is honeycombed with deep tunnels, which circle the whole ring. The Pillar of Autumn's engines are going critical, Foehammer. Request immediate extraction. Approach the crash site and be ready to pick us up at External Access Junction 4C as soon as you get my signal. We're directly under the ship now. The Covenant use a gravity lift to move troops and supplies between the ship and the surface. We need to ambush them at the grav lift's loading zone and use the lift to enter the ship. The Master Chief and I need some backup. Can you spare a few men? Working on it.
I'd like to see you crack a 128,000-bit modulating encryption key.
Lock onto my signal and approach fast and low. There's a shuttle bay on the ship's starboard side. Give them hell, Marine. It'll be easier to hold them off from inside the structure. Can you get inside? Affirmative, Foehammer. We're ready for dust-off. Approach when ready. That's the last of them. That was close. Marines, stay with the captain. The Chief and I will sweep and clear the area of Covenant forces. Follow us, but keep the captain out of harm's way. Wait a moment. I'm going to access the Covenant BattleNet and locate an override code to open a door. Got it. The door is open. Everyone should move through now. I can't guarantee that it won't lock again when it closes. Look on the bright side, Foehammer. The last thing the Covenant will expect is an aerial insertion from underground. Covenant forces detected up ahead. The path up on the left should let us sneak up around them. Acknowledged, Foehammer. Cortana out. We should get moving. Stand by, Marines. I've called Echo 419 for evac. We should dust off shortly. Acknowledged. We're on our way. Alert! Covenant dropships are inbound. We could use the side passages to find a way around. Let's get moving. Foehammer, here are coordinates and a flight plan I've worked up. Sir, don't argue, please. You can dress me down or take me offline when this is over, but right now we need to get you out of here in one piece. We weren't able to save any Marines, Echo 419. Stay on station until we call in. Roger that. We'll be able to find our way to the control center from here. Understood. We're on our way. I've called for an evac.